Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony Gallegos, and I'm here with Mitch Dyer.
I'm at 6.3% complete.
Well, yeah. So Fez just came out on PC.
It did.
And so we're checking out. Mitch, you did the original review, and you really like this game.
I love Fez so much. It's almost like embarrassing. Oh man. Okay. So if you don't know what Fez is, you're this little dude Gomez, and you live in a little pixel world where everything looks like this and it's 2D, except twist, literal twist. You can change the world in 3 dimensions like this. I'm just
and
hitting.
you need to, because then you make that into a 2D platform where stairs you can go up. Whereas if you looked at it in the other dimension, they're actually way separated from each other.
Boom. See that? We got up there, and now we're going through a new door. So the entire premise of this game is you're just collecting little cube bits. There's little yellow squares all over the world. You just got to collect those, and you build cubes because 3D. That's Fez. But it's
I mean, there is like a deeper sort of like narrative there, but it always came across to me. It's a little hard to follow.
It's really subtle. It's almost hidden. You have to really, really look for it. You have to be kind of paying attention to the environment because it's not something that's ever communicated in words. And, oh man, where am I?
But a big part of the appeal of this game is like old Mario games and stuff. It's platforming, like
yeah,
really complex platforming.
Yeah, and in Fez, it's a lot about exploration. Like, we're in this world now, and we just went through a door, and like we're moving to a new space. I didn't even look around that space.
The change of depth.
Yep.
Oh, I loved it.
So, and you can see in the background here, like right to Gomez's side here, like you can see the next area. And as it stands, like, okay, we have a tree, and there's a little cube bit up there. So how do we get up there, Anthony?
Well, we got to go over to the island with the kitty cat.
There it is. Look at that cat being a cat chasing that butterfly. I think I have a key. Let's open the door. Can we just take a minute, Anthony, and just turn us down and just listen to the music?
Yeah, hold on.
Because it's so good.
Just gonna raise the music up a little bit.
I'm gonna get this chest open someday.
The music of this game is really great. This is one of the This is one of those games where people I know have often talked about it like they listen to it just as a soundtrack.
Yeah, it's awesome to just, like, this is an amazing soundtrack. It's by Disaster Piece, and it's something you can just throw on and listen to and just kick back with. It's, like, super chill and relaxing. There's not much going on in the way of sound right now. However, hey, a door. Let's go through that, because why not, Anthony?
So I know that you haven't spent that much time with this, obviously.
We're really early right now.
Right. Oh, man. So cool sounding. But how do you feel about it in comparison to the console one so far?
I feel that it is literally the exact same game.
Okay.
If you played it on 360, which where is this ladder here? If you played it on 360, it is fundamentally the exact same game.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Climb that ladder, Gomez.
You gotta climb faster, Gomez. I think I probably should have jumped.
You're fine.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so we just gotta wait. Yeah, it's really complex and smart and complicated and obtuse in really interesting ways. How do I? Oh boy, that was close. And there's so much to see and discover, which is what fascinated me about this game in the first place. It's just so serene, Anthony. I love it, and I love his little animations, like when he's teetering on the edge. Look at him! Look at him go! It's so adorable.
So you wear a fez. You
do, and the fez is what gives Gomez the power to change the world from 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
Get down that ladder, you guy. And that adds like such an incredible, complicated layer to the platforming. Because normally you'd just be running right or left and you'd find things, but now it's all about changing your perception, and that's how you discover things. You find so many secrets in this game. You'll come back to a level you've already been to, and find something completely new.
Oh, I didn't even realize that there were 2 doors in the room.
Yeah, there's a whole other space there.
Wow. So
this area with the lighthouse is actually, I finished this game and got like almost 100% of the way through it on 360 when it originally came out. And this lighthouse thing, like, I'm pretty sure I still don't have that cube bit on the top of the lighthouse. Because it's, I don't even know how to get up there.
So you don't need all the, it's like stars in Mario. You don't need all of them to succeed.
Yeah, yeah. Eventually, like, I think the end of the game, you get, you can open the door at something like 64 cubes. Maybe it's 32 and you can collect 64. Something to that effect. And once you open the door and you finish the game, like, there's still a ton that you probably missed. As you noticed, I went through the first door in here, and there's still this whole other space to explore. We can go up here and get this cube bit. There's a little birdie up here. What you'll discover about this thing here is that it's a teleporter, so you can rotate it, and it'll take you to a different area. Get out of here, bird. I think these little podiums have something to do with them.
I know that you guys, well, the people that I know with you being one of them, Mitch, that have played this, have talked about one of the things about this game is that it's so intricate that you found yourself like taking physical notes and that sort of thing.
Yeah, like I put a picture in my reviews of like you'll find things in this world that they're subtle, right? Like you'll find pieces of the language on the wall from these little people. Like everyone looks kind of like Gomez, and you'll see language on the wall that you're like, you don't think anything of it. You're like, oh, that's the little goofy little alien dude language. Oh, okay, there we go. And you don't think much of it until you start realizing that there are objects in this world that you need to decipher. Like there are languages that you need to translate to solve puzzles. So like I wrote a full alphabet out on paper from this fake video game language.
And then did translations?
And translated it, yeah. There's so much stuff in this game that's hidden that if you were really, really, really looking for it, you could find some amazing stuff.
Is there ways to rotate platforms where you'll fall off because you've made it so there's no ground underneath you?
Thanks. Good tip. Sorry, repeat the question.
I was just going to say, is there ways to rotate like ground when you're on a platform to like turn it to where there is no platform underneath you and you just fall?
Yes, and I will try to... Oh, come on, shut up, you dot. There, I'm trying to find like a good place for that. But you can be like, say you're on the edge of something here, and you rotate, and there's nothing to support you. And so because of perspective, you will fall. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go up here to this floating rock platform and get this cube bit.
Yeah, you're on a roll. But I mean, obviously, you know what you're doing.
Kinda, yeah. But at the same time, Fez is just so good about pacing, which is a weird thing to say about a goofy little platformer. But like the world when you first discover it. Ooh. It's just so rich with these things that, ooh, okay, oh wow, okay. See, perfect example there, that platform vanished.
Yeah, you rotated to the point where you were behind.
What was I saying? Man, it's so hard to focus and talk and play Fez. I'm playing for reference, I'm playing on the keyboard.
Yeah, because
PC.
I was going to, well, and it does work with a controller.
It does,
you
yeah.
plug in a controller, it defaults to telling you controller interfaces.
And I feel like you probably should play on with a controller, as sacrilege as that is to say.
I mean,
on
it
PC
was
sometimes.
designed that way.
Yes, and it works. It's totally sufficient to play on the keyboard. It's just not my personal preference because what I'm doing now is, oh come on, I'm so bad at rotating. Is I'm just using my left hand on WASD to move around, and then what am I doing? Sorry, up, down, left, and right to move around, space to jump, and then A and D to rotate.
It's interesting. It's really interesting to me that it is its own game. But it is, in some ways, it hits on a lot of tropes from old games. Like, when you open chests, it's so Legend of Zelda.
Zelda stuff. There's so many shout-outs, too. Like, if you're really paying attention, you will find so many Legend of Zelda... Or, sorry, Tetris references everywhere. The world is, like... You don't really notice it for a while, but the world is built out of Tetris blocks. Oh, I built my second cube. Third cube. And I need 4 to go
Gomez
to the
is
next.
so happy.
He is so stoked. Okay, so I'm pretty sure... I remember this being a secret from last time. Somewhere in here, directly in front of me, in this area between me and this treasure chest, is a platform. And you can't see.
No one can ever see. You just have to take a leap of faith?
Correct. And the way you discover that, let's see if I have the map. But you find these maps. Yeah, I do have the map. All right, so we have this map, and it's showing me exactly where it is. So we need to...
It's about like 3 cubes ahead of you.
So you need to also be careful and make sure that the map...
Perspective.
...is the right perspective. Exactly. How do I back out of this? Escape? Escape.
I think you are.
I think I'm right.
I think you are.
Okay, well I had it. Okay, I think I can do it this time. Oh, cool. It starts me off here. So we can go, like, there we go. That's the edge of it, right? Because now we know that
now you
animation.
Need to rotate.
So we do need to rotate. And I'm pretty sure that this is exactly what you were asking about. I'm pretty sure I'm going to fall. Yep, there we go.
Gomez, no!
What have you done to me? Let's try this. Nope, not there. So this is where the trial and error comes in.
Okay.
And there is quite a bit of trial and error.
Where it's just like, can you do the...
You see that? Look at that.
The platform shifted around to make it closer.
Yeah. And because you can't see it, you can't visualize it, but it is, however wide it is. There we go.
Right.
And you just kind of have to visualize it.
Right. Do the jump. You got this.
Nailed it. Now we have this treasure chest. Secrets revealed. Where's the front? Oh, thanks for the tip.
We get it. Cube.
Stupid dot. And you'll find keys, and these keys just open areas like, oh, nope, never mind. This is a secret cube. And there are a bunch of these in the game.
Anti-cube.
Anti-cube. For every cube, there's an anti-cube. You know what I actually want to check out, Anthony, is in the Xbox 360 version, one of the achievements was, it was a cheat to unlock one of the cubes. And it was a command in the achievement. It was instructions how to unlock it. Let's see if it's in here in the PC version. Yeah, it is too. Oh boy. Yeah, so it's all in controller here. So that is it.
No, I think it's triggers, right trigger, left trigger.
Yep.
Oh, in this case it would be A and D.
Yeah. but I don't want to try and solve that mystery.
So
but this is just something cool about Fez, right? Like it constantly just like I wrote this in my review. It forces itself in the real world, to the point where, like you mentioned, I was writing down fake languages and maps and all sorts of questions that I had about this wacky world. And yeah, great. Now I'm stuck. I got to find my way back onto this platform. Nope. And that's something like you have to look at the achievements list to find out what the answer is to get one of the
Gomez's
cubes.
deaths are kind of brutal. I mean, they're not gory, but
yeah, he.
I think you need to rotate again.
Yeah,
no,
right there.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was it.
That was not it. Go farther. Yeah, there we go. Oh no! I forgot to jump.
Ugh. So many dead Gomez's.
Oh man, can you imagine if it was like Super Meat Boy and the corpses were just there? How sad would that be? All right, well, given that we're just dying repeatedly, maybe this is a good place to stop talking about Fez.
We've spoiled one secret for you.
Yeah,
so,
and like this game is nothing but. I think I actually could have just made that jump.
So too, yeah.
This game is nothing but secrets, and you should 100% buy Fez. Fez is one of my favorite games ever. Like, I'm so glad that's on PC, because now that I'm replaying it, I'm totally rediscovering why I fell in love with it in the first place, and I'm just so happy to have it again. Oh boy, oh boy.
Well, we're gonna let Mitch keep on playing. I think the PC version.
It is live.
It is live.
It's live, yeah.
So there you go. Which means you gave it what, a 9?
9.5.
9.5. Mitch loves this game.
I love Fez.
If you guys want to see why, you can check out Fez. It's out right now on Steam. And for a lot more on Fez, all things Polytron, and all things video games, you can go to IGN.